Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and let me tell you what I'm dealing with here. My 11-year-old, if you hear a phone in the background playing stupid kid videos, what that is my 11-year-old who refuses to let me make a video. He just happens to be here bugging me today. And so I told him, I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go with it because my audience appreciates some of the things I go through. And one of the major problems I have on a day in, day out basis is this 11-year-old seems to run the house half the time. So if you hear a phone going, it's because my 11-year-old would not cooperate. And I'm just stuck in this situation today. All right. So first I wanted to show you XRP, the people filming XRP Unleashed, this is Christopher Dodge, and their company is Fruition Films. He got on with Brad Combs today, and they were talking about what the film crew is going to be doing at XRP Las Vegas. Here it is.
People out here, what they can expect to see on stage with your slot and panel at XRP Las Vegas.
Yeah, so what we showed today was sort of, we just dropped a new trailer that gives you more of a taste of the narrative, right? Gives you a little bit of this. When you go to XRP Las Vegas, Brad's been kind enough to give us a slot there, and so we're going to give you actually a kind of more like an appetizer of the documentary. We're going to show a segment of the documentary that no one's seen. It'll be sort of the first look anybody outside of our production team will have at seeing a larger piece of the documentary, giving you a sense of what actual segments will look like. So we'll zoom into a part of the documentary, give you breadth and depth, most likely, highlighting things that we've recorded in the world of the XRP army, because a lot of us are a part of that, but also showcasing the future of where we're going with crypto and kind of get people excited about, what we're doing. And it's also an opportunity for us to film. So we'll be there. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Filming the environment, filming people. And that's good. But the biggest opportunity, I think, for those that are attending is to be part of it. We're still in production. Right now, we're still in production. So if there's somebody out there that wanted to lend their voice to the project, they have some expertise that they feel that they want to give to us, we will be recording there, and we will have an interview booth of sorts, and you can come out and provide us, your insights. And not only that, but we're also excited to partner with a lot of the keynote speakers that are there to, collect that next piece of expertise. We'd love to speak with the Upholds and BitMaxes of the world, Bitstamps of the world, and we'd also love to talk to other companies that are doing innovations in the crypto space, those that are doing wills and trusts and ETFs and all of that great stuff that's moving the traditional finance, retirement and or financial investment vehicles into the crypto space. We want all those folks. So, it gives us a tremendous opportunity for that audience to see a little bit more of the documentary they've never seen and lend their voice to it. It'll be really one of the last times we're actually out there recording, and it's the only time in a pseudo-public setting that we will have the opportunity for folks from the community to just come up and record with us. So we're very excited to be there. We'll be there both days, recording all day, and even recording a little bit some of the after parties. We're going to 1 or 2 after parties. So we're excited to see everybody out there in Las Vegas.
Okay, so just by the way, in the description of this video, you'll have the all the links to XRP Las Vegas. Then in my DAIXRP.com group at the very top is the discount to go to XRP Las. There's a discount if you're buying a ticket. Last year, I think Brad had sold out by like 10 days before the conference. He had completely sold out last year, so you better go ahead and grab them. They're out of the VIP tickets, and if you're, the only thing left is general admission. And so if you're interested in going, and if you're interested in possibly being in the documentary, come on out to Vegas. All right, check this out. This is Wendy Ocean. Now I've seen her around on social media for the last few years, and she's kind of one of those that I think was kind of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all that, like cartoon monkeys, all that stuff. And I think that she was one of the few that kind of started to, you could see her kind of transition, gravitate a little to XRP. She has a tweet here that's directly over the target. Bitcoin is slow. It's like an epiphany here. Bitcoin is slow. Ethereum is expensive. And by the way, if you're hearing poker chips in the background, what that is that my oldest son is into poker now. He's just learned how to play poker. And so he's playing a poker game on his phone while I do this video. So you got an 11-year-old with a semi-attitude problem, and you got an 18-year-old, not really an attitude problem right now, usually, but not right now. And he's just playing poker while I'm doing the show. I actually don't mind that you're doing that, by the way. I just thought it was funny. I'm hearing like poker chips and ringing, and it sounds like a casino back there. Speaking of XRP Las Vegas. But anyway, so she tweets, Bitcoin slow, Ethereum's expensive, Solana transactions fail. This is the future. I think she meant the future of finance is bright. Well, this is kind of why we've been here, isn't it? There's a reason we've been saying we're the adults in the room all this time. The only thing that's ever made any sense, not the only, but the two that have made more sense than anything to me from day one, since 2013, was XRP and XLM. And I've always felt like there was a reason that all of that was ignored, and that all of the naysayers and critics piled in if you even brought them up, and they wouldn't even talk about them otherwise. I've always felt like there was a reason for that. Well, history repeats itself. I went through the dot-com boom and bust. And during the dot-com boom, companies would put .com on the end of them just so that they would get a lot of attention, and many of them went public, and they literally didn't even have business plans and were doing nothing but bleeding money. They would go public, and then that day they would go up, crazy. Companies would IPO at $15 and go to $300 in a day. It was ridiculous. It was crazy. But eventually, only the companies after the bust, and only the companies that actually had a business plan and a business like Amazon or Google, those were the ones that rose out of that. And that's what I've always felt like Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of these that just don't work represented. They're like putting .com on the end of your name. I've always felt like they were kind of like prototypes. Plus, not only that, but we've watched. It's like the media, the bought and paid for media, is all carrying the narrative. So they carry Bitcoin and Ethereum for years. Then all of a sudden, once ETHgate comes up, all of a sudden they go to Solana, and then it's all the same people, and they're pumping Solana. And this guy makes a great point down here. He says, just imagine if XRP had all the transaction failures that Solana is having. The entire financial and crypto news media would descend on XRP like vultures, gleefully pick apart the dead carcass. That's exactly what would be going on. And look at this. This is what's going on. What do report? The vast majority of transactions on Solana network fail indicate. What do those reports indicate? And this is what Laura Shin and all these people, this is what CNBC now flashes up on their screen. And look, I'm not even trying to talk bad about Solana. I'm sure Solana is a great technology. It's not about that. It's about why do they pick up these things. It's like, I'm convinced, there's not a doubt in my mind that they have like an email network of people, and they all send out talking points. Now we're going to talk about Solana, and here's the great things about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is how these people operate. Whereas we have just operated from the standpoint of what we see right in front of our face. Now, speaking of what you see right in front of your face, here's the documentary, the Fruition Films, the XRP Unleashed documentary. This is the tweet that they put out yesterday. This thing has, the trailer has been viewed over 350,000 times in 24 hours. 350,000 times. Let's compare that Yesterday, on the same day, CoinDesk, who we know is the propaganda crypto media, CoinDesk puts out a tweet where they're highlighting this Bitcoin documentary called The Big Empty. In that same time period, in the same 24-hour time period, the documentary they were highlighting was viewed 79,000 times. The proof's in the pudding there, folks. And as I say here, and I was really pointing at CoinDesk and the CNBCs of the world to say, basically, listen, if you have learned anything, your business model is awful. Because if you take truth out of your business model as a media company, people will literally crawl over glass this day and time to find the truth, wherever it is. That's the reason that social media has gotten so big, is because people are dying to be told the truth in a world where they know they're being lied to left and right. And that is what this represents. That's why this documentary has been viewed, the trailer, for 350,000 times versus this one that Mike Novogratz just happens to be in has been viewed 70,000 times. Because people can smell BS, folks. Here's David Schwartz talking stable coins in the past.
Ledger DEX. One of the things that's been missing on the XRP Ledger DEX is like a large number of high quality assets. Like there's XRP, and then there's a couple of like medium, and then there's a long tail of interesting stable coins, but not access to not like a high quality US dollar stable coin obviously is extremely important. So, and the Euro stable coin. So that's going to help bring some of those things to the XRP Ledger side.
Awesome. By the way, I forgot to mention how ironic is it that the Bitcoin documentary that Mike Novogratz is in is called The Big Empty. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I'm going to play a little bit of this, but I'll just play it. This is about stable coins. It's a pretty good video put together here.
Stable coins to be something that your average household or corporation would hold on their balance sheet and know how to account for it, or financial institution is going to use it as collateral or use it in a financial service. You need that legal and regulatory certainty. And once you have that, then these types of digital currencies can truly go mainstream. And if you don't have that, they may be more limited in the markets that they can serve. But once you do have that, the total addressable market becomes the total size of the electronic money market, which is over $100 trillion. All those things coming together are going to make, I think, 2024 an extraordinary year for growth in the utility of this technology. And
you don't say. And Brad Garlinghouse said LFG for 2024 is going to be big. I don't think he's wrong. Now, we're going to go in DAIXRP.com, and in there we're going to look a little closer at the All the World's a Stage file, and I'm going to make a point or two about this stablecoin news that I don't think has been totally highlighted, but I'm going to highlight it and give you a couple of my thoughts. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that my wife and my 18-year-old who are sitting here, they're going to be inside of DAIXRP.com with me. They're going to get to find out what I'm talking about behind the scenes. If you would like to, go to DAIXRP.com and come on in.